So it's the worst kept secret in wrestling. Cody Rhodes has signed with WWE. He's going to be appearing at WrestleMania 38. And even though it seems that a big chunk of the audience knows this already, WWE have done their best way to make this a secret, make it a surprise, and certainly make a fun factor out of it. Because Seth Rollins has been looking for that WrestleMania opponent. It feels like we've taken two storyline narratives from previous WrestleManias in recent years and combined them for one. And I think that certainly has provided a lot of fun. If you look at Seth Rollins, for example, he's not found a path for WrestleMania. He can't find an opponent. Everything he looks to try and get involved with, it seems to just not work out for him. It's a bit like John Cena at WrestleMania 34. The only difference was John Cena wanted The Undertaker. Seth Rollins just wants something. He's willing to steal a spot. He's willing to steal KO's spot to have the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He tried to get that. He failed. He tried to get a rematch against Edge. He failed on Raw. Of course, he had the match with AJ Styles. And of course, Edge just made sure it was a DQ, so it's still Edge versus AJ. Seth, in my opinion, this week on Raw, he should go for Brock and Roman. They're both going to be in the house. Try and recreate WrestleMania 31. You know, the heist of the century. Do you remember that before? I could do that. We could do that again. Why not? I have the match with you two. I walk away with both championships and, you know, be the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Let's not forget as well, Roman. I actually won that match at the Royal Rumble. Surely I'm entitled to another championship match for your championship. Maybe we could set that match up on Raw. Roman picks up the victory in some format. Maybe Brock doesn't want Seth in the match as well. Seth can get screwed in some way and some format. Could be certainly a lot of fun. So Seth could perhaps walk in with an open challenge idea at WrestleMania, or after failing on Monday Night Raw, they've told him, look, you've had all these opportunities to get on there. We understand you want it so bad, but do you know what? We think we might have just found the opponent for you, but we'll reveal them at WrestleMania. And of course, the worst kept secret, we all know who it is. We all know it's Cody Rhodes, and Cody is looking to do the debut the same way as the Hardy Boys did at WrestleMania 33. That's the other storyline narrative that seems to be the twist and the turn, because let's be fair, we all knew Cody was coming in, but everyone tuned in, thought he was going to come in Jacksonville. Made a lot of sense for narrative. Would have been a stick it to you AEW, but they didn't do that. Now, I think it just makes sense to have him at WrestleMania, sharp like the Hardy Boys did. Yeah, we know it's going to happen, but do you know what? It's still going to be fun. And for the people who don't know, it's going to be a big deal for them. And you know what? The way you should do it, don't have Smoke and Mirrors playing, have Kingdom playing, have the American Nightmare, have that Cody. No more Stardust, no more dashings, even though we've had the teasers. And that's the other thing, by the way, to let you know that we're still getting that, is when Seth has been failing, he's been told, it's been a nightmare road to WrestleMania. His dreams are getting dashed. We're getting Cody teasers everywhere. So this is definitely on, and it's definitely happening. And it's certainly, in my opinion, is a lot of fun, because they're taking stuff that has become public knowledge and people know about it, but they've made actually quite fun on the road and the journey of how they've got from A to B. They're not just simply gone, well, that's got out, we'll just debut him now, or we'll just make it, where it's not fun and just however it's going to happen. For me, the storyline narrative has worked. It's been quite fun, it's been quite clever, and it's given us twists and turns where we're always talking. Will Cody debut tonight? Is it next week? Oh, it must be at WrestleMania now. So I like how they've done that with the narrative of this storyline. And last but not least, of why this works as well, Seth Rollins is protected, because if he thinks he's got a match, an open challenge, or knows he's got an opponent but doesn't know it's going to be, if Cody turns up and Seth loses in 5 or 10 minutes, Seth can come out on Raw the next day and say, look, I thought someone from the locker room was going to be. I didn't expect Cody. Cody hasn't been here for years. So that idea, Seth is protected. Cody can come in, can get a big win. Cody feels like a big deal as well, beating someone like Seth Rollins on night one of his return. He could then go on to perhaps, go for the United States Championship, as we've got the American Nightmare, or perhaps even go for the big gold against Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. Certainly could be food for thought. I think Cody will be portrayed as a big deal on his return to WWE. I think it's one of the sort of, one of those things that I think would bring Cody back. I don't think Cody would just come back to be Stardust again. I think he wants to be portrayed as a big deal, and I think he will get that luxury coming back to WWE. And this also makes a lot of sense for people from AEW to keep an eye on the product of WWE. If Cody's going to come in, the first real defection, if you're going to want your MJFs in the future, your Jade Cargills, Wardlows, Ethan Pages, they're going to be looking over and go, how's Cody being booked? Because if Cody's doing well, they may start to wonder if the grass is greener on the other side. So all in all, WWE, they've done a great job with this, in my personal opinion. But that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below right now. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this video. Other videos as well, public on the screen right now, including some big videos. What is the greatest WrestleMania of all time? Greatest WrestleMania match. Big collaborations. 38 on the WrestleMania greatest ever of all time. WrestleMania Match has 40. Go and check them out. Some great YouTube channels are involved on those videos, and as well as that, more videos coming this week, including WrestleMania predictions. We've got Stand and Deliver predictions. We've even got to talk about ROH if you're into that as well, and also a retro review, WrestleMania 21, which you voted for as well. That's coming to the channel this week as well. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, each and every time these videos are released. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. Take care. Let's see what happens. Knowing my luck, Cody debuts on Raw tonight, doesn't he? Anyway, have a great day. We'll see you next time here on SCW.